Road officials are now tasked with tallying the death toll.
Sadly, not everyone who left has returned. Preliminary figures from 4 provinces put the number of deaths at 140. Last
Easter, 193 people lost their lives on South African roads. But the rush back home is not over, with congestion expected to last until midnight.
So far, KwaZulu-Natal recorded 50 fatalities, Limpopo 38 and the Western Cape 25. In Gauteng, close to 30 people were killed.
Even though 30,000 fines were issued since last Thursday, 800 people were arrested for, among others, drunken driving. It wasn't only roads officials who had their hands full during the Easter break. Border posts were inundated.
Lebombo processed 70,000 travellers. In Lesotho, rival taxi associations blocked the port of entry for 5 hours, but the border has since been reopened. Now, earlier, Tabile had a chance to speak to Obert Sibasa and asked him how important it was for the department to live up to the warning that made the motorists ahead of the Easter weekend.
For traffic authorities, law enforcement agencies, our plans and aims were to ensure that, we reduce with regard to offences, violations, as well as fatalities on our road. And if you look at, the approach that we took, we ensured that, road users' lives are safe on our roads.
Now, speaking of the approach that you took, would you say road safety campaigns are finally paying off, or the department still needs to do more?
Yes, we're gradually getting there. Our campaigns with regard to education, the enforcement part, as well as the engineering part. Remember, what is very, very important is the fact that, most of these fatal crashes are caused by human factor. More than 88% human factor. Now, if you can get this driver behave correct, then we'll be getting where we're going.
In terms of statistics, do we know how many people lost their lives to carnage this weekend? Or are we just still sitting at the traffic violations only?
Yes, in terms of stats, we've got preliminary. However, we're still verifying. And I'm definitely sure the office of the minister, the relevant people to give that info to the public, your Tliani records and so on. We're talking of over 24 fatal crashes where, plus minus 28 people were certified death. That's due to 1, reckless negligent driving, 2, drivers who drove under the influence of alcohol, drivers who drove at excessive speed for the circumstance, fatigue, and so on. One case scenario that is extremely disturbing. 2 days ago, we saw a Golf, failing to stop at a stop sign, driver driving at excessive speed, knocking a shack in Tembisa, Winnie Mandela section. A 1-year-old and a 26-year-old, both females, died due to impact. That is indeed disturbing.
Now, just finally, let's look at traffic volumes. People are returning home today from their various destinations. What can we expect today?
Yes, people are returning home. It is very, very busy. More than 2,005 on our major routes. I'm referring to your N1 South from Limpopo, N3 North from KZN, N4 West East from Northwest, as well as Mpumalanga or Mozambique. We advise people to please take regular rest breaks every 2 hours or 200 kilometers. Drive with headlights on during the day to increase visibility. Travel during the day when visibility is clear, and also ensure that all have buckled up or are buckled up. That includes children. And by doing that, you will definitely avoid, that is very, very important, avoid overtaking on solid white lines or avoid overtaking unsafely. That definitely will assist us in terms of reducing fatalities as well as fatal crashes on our road.